Hello everyone, welcome to Foreign Farming in the Philippines. So it's Monday morning. We're going to complete the harvest now that we have rested a bit. We're going to save about 10 kilos out. We're going to fill these 4 tanks here with breeders, and the rest of the fish are going to be sold. Hopefully we get at least 1 box. We really need to go through all these tanks and transfer the fingerlings that are of sufficient size to transfer down into that round tank. We need to move them also, but I think this morning all we're going to do is pull the large fish out of here. Alright, so we brought the first cast out. Quite a few breeders in there. There's one in particular that I'm looking for, a really large female. So this is out of that far net. Where is she? I don't see her just right off the... I know she's in there somewhere. Alright, that box right there is full, and they're doing the second drag in this cage. All the breeder tanks have been stocked, and so we're going to see, this is their second pull, so probably everything. I just want a visualization. I want to see how many are left. This little guy right here needs to get in some water somewhere. So based on how many I see in the net, we might just leave them.
Oh, buhayin na niya. Yabo. Siyempre. Magbuhat na sa ito. Oh! Tako ato po eh! Yagis lunggan. Dati, una-una yung saklang ba? Oh! Oh! I think we were going to leave it there because so there's neighbors keep coming here to get fish.
Yeah, just leave those stuff there. Well, actually, let's take the small ones out. Let's take the fry and the fingerlings.
Ang small one ra ko okay. Nay kaunan si ibo ko no. Dito ko din balik niya. Alsa hatay. Kagwang ning pagka.
Kaya na siya lang nagko diboy.
Ay sus managa na tanan tay.
That's too much water. I can't.
Alsa hatay.
I'm at the market again in Dubai, and this place is busy today. A lot more busy than I've seen it before. So I only brought 1 box of fish. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we kept too many for sale in the tanks, but it is what it is. So we'll sell the 1 box. We'll have plenty of fish to sell at the house, and I will be doing a complete profit and loss. I don't know if I'll get to it today, but I will get to it. Okay guys, this is going to be the profit and loss portion of this video. It's a loss, let's put it that way. I'll give you a breakdown here of expenses, and well, it's a loss on paper, but Is it really a loss? I don't know. That's open for discussion, let's say. So here's the breakdown of what's going on. So the feed cost, and this is from, when was it? When did we put that first cage in? April? I don't remember. Or May. I think it was May. No, it was, I don't know, whenever it was. It was, I could go back and look at the content, but I didn't mark down where it's handy when I set in that first cage. But feed costs from then until now was 38,006 pesos. I probably just should have rounded that off, but 38,006 pesos. The labor, so look, it's hard to figure out the labor because the labor is just like a guess, the best guess I can come up with, because the work that Tatai and E-Boy did on the nets, I didn't keep track of day by day, and the harvests either. So I just came up with a guess of 12,000 pesos. That is 2 weeks full time for the both of them. So because with the nets it was, 2 or 3 days here, 2 or 3 days there, set them in, it is what it is. I don't know, I just don't know exactly the labor, because a lot of the labor is split between other farm work and stuff. So that's the best guess that I can come up with. And again, this is another number that I can't absolutely 100% verify, is the electric. I suppose if I would to go through all the aeration compressors and come up with a time that they ran, their usage, the pumps to pump the water, to circulate the water, I could probably come up with an exact number, but I don't feel like spending 3 hours calculating all the electrical expense. So I just put that in as 5,000 pesos. Materials, now look, we still have the materials. Additional aeration compressors that I bought, line, aeration stones, we still have all that, so well, that expense won't show up in the next profit and loss. And that was 8,100 pesos. I think 3 compressors and I don't know, a lot of line and stone, so it was 8,100 pesos. And gas for delivery, which is a lot, I think. I don't know. I just think it's a lot. 2,100 pesos. I went through the receipts and went, what the hell? But that's what it was 2,100 pesos. Now, the sales, so that totals out to 65,206 pesos. Should have just rounded that. Should have forgot the 6. 62,200 pesos would have been easier. But it is what it is. And something else here on the sales, I was also quite surprised that we had sold as much from the farm as we did. It's hard to keep, I kept track, but it's hard to keep in your mind a running total, because it's so many small sales. 240 pesos here, 960 pesos there, 500 pesos there, but it all adds up. So total sales were 39,460 pesos, which is a loss of 25,746 pesos. Not great. But expenses in there that are not going to be there the next time, the materials. Well, I take that back because I do need to look here. Here's kind of where we're at right now. We start this. So we're kind of at the aeration. So here's the quandary. Let's say we have a 1 horsepower regular. I don't know. I guess you could call it a regular aeration compressor. I forget what it puts out. It's a lot, orders of magnitude more than the compressors that we have, the small individual units. And probably because we have so many of the small units now, it's probably time to fire it up. The problem is that I would have to get more stones, and that's probably the way that I'm going to go. Is I'll just get more aeration stones rather than more of the small compressors, because we're going to need more aeration than what we have. Right? Just as simple as that. The problem with the 1 horsepower aeration compressor is I don't have enough batteries in the solar to run it for very long. An hour, hour and a half, maybe. So if there's a lengthy power outage, I'm screwed. And because we just don't have the battery life, and I don't want to. I'm just not into spending more money on batteries. I was looking into just getting a small generator, something that would be enough to run that aeration compressor. You know, run it like a 1,000 watt generator, and even that would be taxing it. And they're about, I don't know, they're about 4,000 or 5,000 pesos delivered. It's probably the way that I'm going to go, because I don't want to spend another 30,000 pesos on batteries. I think that's what we're going to do moving forward, is just buy another or buy a generator for emergencies, a small generator. The other thing is with that large aeration compressor is I have to buy all the main line for it, and I believe the outlet on that is 1.5 inches. It might even be 2 inch. It's a pretty good size hole, and so I'd have to buy rigid pipe for that, and all the connections, and I would have to add more stones, because it's the output on that, even though it's only rated at 1 horsepower, 750 watts, and the larger small compressors that I have now are 75 watts. It puts out watt for watt about twice as much aeration as the smaller compressors do, and will put that out at a higher pressure. So I would need probably 20 more aeration stones. I think that's cheaper than buying more of the small compressors. So that's probably what we'll be doing moving forward. Buying more stones, buying the connections, the connection pipe. I mean, it was touch and go on the aeration, and we only got 3 boxes of sellable fish from all those cages. And that's what we should get from, bare minimum, from 1 cage. And the aeration was touchy. So I'm going to have to increase the aeration per cage at least 3-fold, if not 4 or 5 times as much. It's hard to say exactly how much, because the biomass in the pond makes a difference in oxygen content of the water that's being circulated through, because of the action of the aeration. It's just still kind of something that's up in the air. But at least with the 1 horsepower aeration compressor, we'll have cushion. We'll have plenty of aeration available. Let's put it that way. And I'm going to order stones that we'll also have plenty of. So we're hopeful, and but like how Marcel and I were talking about it last night, and I told Marcel, this is the last time. I'm not going to mess with this anymore if it's not absolutely clearly we're making some money. Because look, this loss about $500, let's say $500 US, but I work my ass off doing this. A couple 3 hours every day when you figure in the feeding, all the stuff I do for the aeration. You know, so not only did I not make any money, I worked for nothing, and that's not my cup of tea. Let's put it that way. So, if bare minimum, we need to turn this negative 25,000 into a positive 25,000, and that's the bare minimum. So we shall see. We're only going to have to wait 3.5, 4 months for it to happen, and we will know once and for all whether or not cage-raised tilapia is a profitable venture in the Philippines. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.